Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be removing the entire AC system out of Silver car. If you remember, a couple months back, a piece of metal flew off the truck and went through the condenser and busted the radiator. So there's nothing left in the system. So I'm going to do a walkthrough and show you guys how to completely remove the AC system, compressor, evaporator lines, everything. So let's get started. Okay, so this is how everything's sitting right now. The complete system's installed. So I think we're going to start from the battery and work our way back around. So first thing we want to do is remove this battery. Now that the battery is pulled, we're going to pull the battery tray. And also going to pull the intake off. Now that the battery tray is out the way, we have access to these 10mm bolts here. We can undo these, follow the line around to here, take off these brackets. You want to take off the intake bracket also, and break these two lines loose. Alright, so now all that's pulled out, brackets off. We're left with these two lines here. The bigger one kind of just goes around the bottom. You can see right down here it's bolted from the bottom and it comes up here, but I'm just gonna undo this bracket and undo it from the compressor. I'm gonna jack the car up last because I'm gonna have to take off the bracket and the compressor also. So right now I'm gonna undo this bracket, undo the two lines from the compressor, and undo the radiator bracket to tilt it forward to see how to get, I forget what this is called, the radiator for the AC system out. Also, while I'm still on the top, I'm going to loosen this 10 here, and this 10 for the bracket here, and there's one back here in the corner. Now I'm going to take a 12 and crack loose this tensioner bolt to loosen up the slack on the AC belt right here. So once you have the nut loosened up, you're going to have to take a 7 and put it on the stud and loosen that up. So moving down to the front bumper, if you look inside here, there's a 10 right there, and there should be one on the other side over here. Right there. We're just going to undo those so we can take some more lines out. Alright, so now that these are popped off on both sides, I'm going to try to use 2 adjustable wrenches and crack this fitting loose here. Okay, so now that's undone, come back up here. I'm going to try to get this out right here. Hopefully I can push the radiator back far enough and it'll just slide right up. But before we do that, you want to make sure you undo all your connectors. There's one right here, there's one right here on this hard line, and there's one right here for the AC compressor. So you can see right here where the metal hit the car, where this punctured that and released all the Freon. It's got a pretty good rise on it. So this is trash. So I jacked the front of the car up just so I could reach underneath. I'm gonna go ahead, come down here. There should be a 10 holding this bracket onto the car. Just take that whole thing off. The rest of your lines will be out. And over here, this torque mount that goes underneath the frame rail. Right here, I'm gonna remove that also. I don't have any jack stands on the car, but I don't plan on getting underneath of it. Just enough to reach my hand in there. So I undid that bracket and I got all these lines pulled out. This mount here is loosened all the way. Balls underneath here, right in this area here. This part was hanging down. You have to undo this 10, slide the silver part out, and then just wiggle the bracket out. So that's off now. Now we got this jumbo of wires right here. I'm gonna start working on getting this compressor out. It's 4 bolts on here, 2 at the top and then 2 at the bottom. So I'm gonna pull this out, and then you're gonna have to take off the bracket, which is behind the compressor. You have to get that off first. Alright, so now everything's out the car. All the lines. Just have to put the battery and the battery tray back in, also the intake. But it definitely freed up a lot of room. This is everything that came out of it. Condenser, and all the brackets, lines. Definitely freed up about 10 pounds at least, or more. With all the stuff out the way, it's going to make the car a lot easier to work on. So I'm going to stick the battery and the intake back on and clean up my mess. Alright guys, this is pretty much going to wrap up this video. Removing the AC really wasn't that hard. Everything's just super greasy and dirty after sitting in the car for 20 years. I'm living at my new place now, so unfortunately car has to be worked on in the alley. No more parking pad. But hopefully I want to see if I can find a garage, or my sister said I could leave the car at her house in her driveway. But I'm not too sure what I want to do yet. But other than that, I'm going to continue to try to do a video every week. So until next week, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.